De Facto Podcast is privileged to have been founded on Wadjuk Noongar land.
We pay our respects to the traditional owners of this land and express our sincere gratitude for their ongoing guidance as we work in their community.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of De Facto, where we discuss our 9 to 5 kind of relationships in another podcast. Literally, no one asked for.
Not one person.
I'm Nicolette.
I'm Kate.
And a big hello to...
My name is Ari. Big shalom.
Big shalom.
Big shalom. We're so happy to have you here. You're a guest today. This might be the third episode in a row we've had guests, except one we took down, but we're going to put that up later. Anyway, that's beside the point.
People are just so keen.
We're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
A big shout out to today's sponsor, who is
Jimneys.
Jimneys. Because guess what? I bought a Jimny, and guess what? It arrived, and guess what? I can't drive it.
Yes, you can. You can drive it.
I bought a manual. I haven't really been taught how to drive manual, but I drove us all here today.
She did. And she did a great job.
Yeah, she was really good.
How many times did I stall?
Not once.
Not once. And there were a few hills.
There were
Yeah.
some hill
There was
stars.
some
hill
lumps
stuff.
and bumps.
Yep.
But we got here.
Got over them.
So thank you, Suzuki, for providing me with a very cute, reliable set of wheels.
And it's a hot car too.
Yeah.
I look good.
I will say, back seat, not very comfy.
And you know what? That's not my problem.
No, it's not your problem.
True.
Because
You
I've never
don't care.
I'm not in the back.
It is the straightest seat. I was like, you know when you're laying on an aeroplane and then you're landing and then you put the seat up and you're like, whoa, that's what I felt like.
I feel like it's the degree is smaller than 90 degrees.
Yeah,
like
it
you're
is.
leaning forward.
It's at least a 78-degree seat.
But do you know what that seat's for?
Losers.
Putting my shopping on, my
Yep.
swag, not
Yep.
you.
I was in the back because I don't know how to drive a manual, so I got booted. Just in case I had to make an emergency
Yeah.
swap over.
We put Ari in the front.
Yeah, so Ari had to sit in the front just in case, moral support.
But, Oh, we were both there for moral support.
We were.
You guys got the vibes.
She did shush a few times at the
Yeah,
lights and
she
she's a bit
did.
stressed.
But, fair enough.
I can't
But
concentrate
no.
when people are talking to
No,
me.
that's fair enough.
Lainey is not here with us today.
Debo.
This is the third time in a row
Yeah.
we just had to lock this in. We
We
had to
did.
lock it in because it's going to be a good episode.
And Lainey's a busy lady.
Yeah.
She's got a lot on. Mm-hmm. She is busy.
Okay, Nick, what's been going on?
What has been going on? I had a lovely lunch today in Fremantle.
Where'd you go?
Nice family. Old courthouse.
How is that place?
Not that good.
Nah.
It was a lovely catch up, but I don't know if I'd run back.
What did you eat?
I got a burger,
Quite.
quite small,
How much?
$26
With chips?
With chips.
What was
However, I wasn't paying, so
True. Doesn't matter.
doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. Actually, shout out Brett. He did buy everyone lunch. That was very nice.
Thanks, Bretty.
Thanks, Brett. But the rest of the food looked all right. But yeah, wouldn't rush. Very busy though.
I went there once with my friends on the first time I introduced them to the XX, the Nasty X. I probably wouldn't go back either. Number one, didn't enjoy it. Number two, the bad energy, bad juju there.
Do you reckon it's bad? Oh, it's old courthouse, isn't it?
Well, I just meant from my personal experience of being in the X there, but also that too.
True. Yeah, and it is. There's a few loonies around. A few people
That's Frio.
a bit weird. Yeah,
That's
very
so
busy in
judgmental
Fremantle though.
of you.
No, it's not because they were a bit creepy.
It's just an observation.
I'm just telling the truth. What about you? What else been new? Apart from the new car.
Well, the Jimny has arrived.
here.
I went and picked it up in a car park. So I bought it from a dealership. So it's brand new, everyone. Brand new.
Spanking.
And so I was lucky, and I know there's like a big wait list on Jimneys. I think it's like 6 to 8 months. But when I called the dealership, he had just had someone whose Jimny had arrived, but their finance had fallen through. So he said,
Losers.
"Yeah, their loss is my gain."
Exactly.
So he said, "I'm not going to give it back to Suzuki if you want it." And I said, "Sold. Take my money. Take my money." So
No waiting queues for you.
Yeah.
Straight to the front. That's lucky girl energy.
And
You're
you know-
putting it out.
And didn't he drive it up to Perth as
he
well?
did.
Jeez.
Do you know what? I don't do lines. I've always said that. The only kind of line I do is icing sugar. And
Carnivals.
so I said, "I'm not waiting in line for a Jimny."
No. It's a bit embarrassing.
But
Plus,
he-
I feel like by the time it gets here, the hype's gone.
Exactly.
I don't want to wait 8 months for a new car. I'd probably be over it by a week later.
You've got
I
to
don't
jump
want
on it
anymore.
while it's hot.
Yeah.
There's already like 2 new models out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the iPhone. You know what I
Old
mean?
news.
So my Jimny is about 2 weeks old. The dealer was in Bunbury, which for our Sydney folk is about 2 hours drive away. So he said, look, I'm coming up to Perth next week to pick up a new car. I'll drive your one up and we'll do a switcheroo. So we met up in a car park like a drug deal and did a little switcheroo. I signed all the papers. I paid him the money.
Cash?
Cash, baby. No, not
Oh.
real cash.
Okay.
Like cash as in not a loan. Because, guys, apparently I have heaps of money.
She's just made of cash.
Yeah, I've had to cut out a few meals, but it doesn't matter.
And there's a few new features on your new car, Kate, that Kate and I have just realised that cars actually have.
Yep.
Would you like to run us through them?
So, okay, the thing is, I didn't test drive a Jimny before I got it. I just ordered it and thought, see
It
what
looks
happens.
hot. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So things that I've realised it has central locking.
And that must be new.
That's actually what happens. You press one button and all the doors lock
Wow,
and
okay.
unlock.
Oh, wow.
I think maybe Suzuki should tell the other car companies about that.
Yeah.
And maybe other cars can introduce central
Yeah.
locking.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The next thing, cruise control.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
So basically, I think you press a button and then it just stays at that speed.
Cruises in good control.
With the gear scenario, not sure, don't understand. Again, not my problem. That's future me's problem.
Yep.
It's got a reversing camera. I can connect my phone up to it and like maps and shit.
And the biggest one, electric windows.
It's got electric windows.
Wow.
So I don't have to lean across to wind down the window when
Wait,
someone's.
does Barbie not have electric?
Honey, you don't need a gym if you've got a window that you can
No
manually.
wonder you've got
That's
the-
why
drive
the
down.
guns.
Not one. The cannons.
The cannons. That's why my cannons are so big
Same.
because I'm always. Well,
We have-
Jesus.
Gee.
Oh, we actually do.
Yeah,
have
no,
them.
I told you.
Whoa!
Cannons.
They're like little.
Pilates, man.
True.
It's Mr. Burns with muscles.
Anyway, so that's the Jimny update. Nicolette's partner Zach, who was on the potty last week, so go back, listen,
Yep.
and then return to this moment. He pulled the piss out of me last night at a dinner that I wasn't at, and I feel let me say my piece. I feel personally vindicated by it because no one was there to back me up.
I'm sorry. I backed you up. We were laughing about the fact that maybe someone with not as much manual experience bought a car they'd never driven in a manual. And then I said, only Kate would do that. Yep. No one else is that ballsy. So I was saying, you're doing a great job, although not the smoothest transitions in your car yet. I said,
That's
she's,
pretty
she's
rich.
come a long way.
Coming from someone who got driven here,
Exactly.
driven here.
First-hand experience. No, I said I'm very proud of her for how much she just gives it a go. Give it a go day.
Yeah, it is give it a go day
And
every
you know
day.
what? I've already noticed since Hyde Park yesterday to today, 10 times better.
I know. I
already
almost
professional.
cried this morning though when I stalled at the lights. I was like, I went on a big run this morning. Everyone, I ran half a marathon.
Well done.
Casual.
On my Sunday.
Yeah.
Am I better than everyone?
You are.
And then I had to drive to the shops and my legs were a bit shaky and then I stalled and almost cried because I stopped people from making the lights. I was that person that stopped people
but
from...
you know what? Like we always say, everyone on the road's in too much of a rush.
Yeah.
It's
Slow
a Sunday.
down.
Slow down.
It's the Lord's Day. And the last thing that's happened, I went out for work drinks the other week. We went to Who's Your Mama in Freo. And we walked in, we sat at a table, and at the table across there was a guy sitting there. And I was like, oh, he's just a little bit of me. He's a little bit of me. And I was looking at him, and then I thought, I know who that is. That's Nick Albrook, right? From Pond, Tame Impala, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, my colleague comes and sits next to me and I was like, look at that guy over there. And she was like, oh my God, he is looking at you. He is obsessed
Obsessed
with you. And
He's
I
only
said,
human.
I know. And then I said, well, actually, that's Nick Albrook. And she was like, don't know who that is. No, she did. She said something about Tiger Lily. I think he dated someone called Tiger someone. I don't know. Anyway,
I think I've seen her Instagram.
Tiger Lily.
Tiger
She's
Lily, something like that.
the daughter of like someone really famous, quite famous.
Yeah. Right.
But my colleague said, Kate, he is looking at you. Go up and talk to him. And do you know what I said to her? I said, the last time I approached someone was when we were in Exmouth.
And it didn't go
And
too
it did
well.
not go well. And
Confidence.
if you'd like to hear that story, go back, listen to the Exmouth episode, then come to this moment. And so I told her, and she said, yeah, that's fair enough. That is fair enough why you don't want to approach him.
Yeah.
But alas, I approached
And
Well, the thing about me is when I have to approach someone, I lose all confidence and weird things come out of my mouth. So he was sitting there with another guy. So I went over and I said, hey, just want to say, love your music. And he was like, oh, thank you so much. And I was like, yeah. How's your night going? It was the afternoon. It was daylight. And then he
Thinking
kind
ahead.
of like looked at me and was like, good. And then there was another guy there and I said, did you happen to go to and name some coffee shop I worked at like 6 years ago? And this guy was like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And then I was like, okay, see ya. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't approach guys anymore because weird stuff comes out of my mouth. And
I bet you played it off pretty cool though.
my voice got really high pitched. And then I got the shakes in my hands.
What's like your strategy for like walking up though?
Do you do the old
Yeah.
hey?
Or do you just walk straight up like, you know, a student in the classroom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll walk by and then
Yeah, that might. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I tried it with this particular case. I'd tried a few drive-bys and tried to make eye contact because I thought he was in love with me
Well-
because I have an inflated ego.
I think
right
he
now.
was too nervous looking at you, and that's why he
Yeah.
acted too cool.
Well, my colleague did say that he was really leaning in
Yeah.
to hear more from me,
You know what?
and he probably thought that's Kate from De Facto.
I think so, and he probably felt a bit intimidated.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, so
He's only human.
it is only human. He is only
absolutely
human. Okay, that's my update.
good. I wanted to say, Zach and I were chatting this morning. You know how we always complain about drivers on the road?
Probably bitching about me, but whatever.
Sorry, I need to call Cole and ask him what the hell he told you. Cole, I'm coming for you.
Cole was very nice about it, but you know, I knew what you use a lot.
Well, you know what? I would think you'd have more faith in me.
I thought I'm not going to
have
their
your
wedding.
back.
I'm not going to their wedding. They're
Because
bitching
I did
about
not
me
come
behind
in.
my back.
No, discussing. And it was funny.
Yeah, see, I said, were they laughing at me?
No, they were
Or
laughing
with me?
with you.
No, because I'm not laughing.
She wasn't even there.
She wasn't even there.
Exactly.
Well, the good thing is
Oh,
then
in spirit.
you'll get over it. When you rock up in your manual and you prove everyone wrong, joke's on them.
Exactly.
Mm.
What have you got?
So you know how we always complain about shit drivers?
Yeah.
Right? So what we're thinking, you know how they do the Australian census every 10 years? Everyone over 16
I like where this is
with
going.
their license one night has to sit down and they give you a list of all driving rules. So like if you're in the right lane and you're going, like what lane should you be in and all this sort of stuff. And then you have to get 100% success rate to be able to keep your license. And if not, you then have to do a follow-up test and examination to learn all the road rules.
This is giving me anxiety. No.
Yeah. So that means people they'll have no excuse to know that you have to stick left. Roundabouts not going to have an issue. It's going to be great.
I just want to say with roundabouts, everyone, like when you approach a roundabout, I'm going to take my glasses off for this.
It's getting serious.
Yeah,
You
serious.
don't, I mean, and they always say you've got to let the person to your right go before you, right? However, if you approach at the same time, you can all go around
Yeah,
the
you can all
roundabout
go.
at the same
Yeah.
time. Let
So
you know,
people would know this if they did the driving census test.
Yeah,
So
true.
There you go. That's my.
Well, take that
Yeah.
straight to
It's,
the Senate.
Yeah.
It's a bit complicated though, because if you obviously variable speeds and things like that.
I prefer more of a black and white approach.
Okay. I stick to the grey areas.
The grey areas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't pass the test right now, let's be honest.
And then the other thing, I had a little things that piss us off.
Go.
So when people have a really cool outfit and they post to TikTok, but they don't tag anything.
Do you know what that's called?
Gatekeeping, and it's annoying. But when it's like their whole point is that they post their daily outfits, and then you have to comment to be like, "Hey, where'd you get that?" And I can't comment because I find that embarrassing. So I just stalk the comments to see if someone else has already asked, and then they'll like tag it. Then
Yeah.
just put it in the video.
Just put it in the video.
yeah, that one. When people take 100 years to get to the point of their story.
Oi.
They're like, oh, so this thing happened to me the other day. Oh, was it Wednesday? No, it must have been a Tuesday because on the Wednesday I was
actually
going down
don't
south.
care what day
and
of
it's
the week.
like, does that have anything to do with the story? No, get a move on.
Okay, there's some dudes that I've seen on Hinge that will purposely do that because they think it's funny, but they don't, like they'll tell a long story, but there's no story and they just keep, and as their voice prompt. And I'm like, that's not funny because it's been done 100 times before.
What?
You're pissing me off.
There we go.
For the sake of it's being done. Get something new and original. The first person that did that, that's funny. But
You
no
can't
one
really
else.
be original on Hinge though anymore, can you?
No, everyone's singing songs and like.
I've seen the when they send someone a message, they
Yeah.
sing like a song and tie your name into
Kind
it.
of cute, but
I
Yeah.
like that.
yeah.
My favourite prompt is something you should know about me. And then I have, I'm only 5'4", so you know I'm down to earth.
Yep,
That's
a
funny.
good one.
I could probably use that.
Lol.
And my last one is when someone tells you a story and you're like, I've heard this story before, and then you go, oh, is this when you did that? And they go, yeah, and then they tell it again.
Nah.
And you're like, but I just like, and then you have to listen to the whole story again when you politely tried to be like, oh yeah, like I know that one, and then they tell you, and you sit through it, and you're like, yeah,
Fuck, that's annoying.
it's annoying, isn't it? I probably do it 100 times, but I don't care if it's my story. It's just
True.
an
If it's a
update.
good story, I'd be down here.
Yeah, if it's a good story, but if it's not,
Yeah.
I'll probably sit there and listen to it because I don't like confrontation anyway. But
Just
that's
tune
mine.
yourself out.
yeah, I do that
Yeah,
naturally
just,
anyway.
go to Mars or something.
Yeah,
You do that naturally.
I do.
As do I.
yeah.
As do I.
Very
What?
easily disassociate
Yeah, same.
with what's going on.
That's because we're entrepreneurs and we've got so much going on in our brain.
Exactly.
Also, just while I think of entrepreneurs, we will be in Sydney when this episode comes out. So slide into our DMs. Slide into mine, actually, if you're hot. Male, female, whatever. Slide in. We'll be fine.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Sydney's going to bring out my LGBTQA plus side of me, I reckon.
Why not?
Maybe.
It's a good place to start.
Yeah, I think so.
Sydney. Did you have a hot top for us? Hot tip. Hot
Yeah,
top.
but Ari, do you have anything to add in terms of things that piss you off?
I could. Oh, it's surfing related.
Oh, yep.
Absolutely.
We're quite the
I
surface.
can relate to this. So, yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I am a pro.
The
but
pro.
Mm-hmm.
But like when people come in
to the water?
into the water.
Yeah.
And
And they don't do the surface run.
oh, that is one like that's like the point of why we get into the water
Exactly.
is doing the surfers run before.
It shows
But
your
also
enthusiasm.
when people come in and pretend like they own the place. I've had many a run in with some old cunt.
Yeah. Whoa, we don't swear on this.
Oh, sorry. And it's not pretty.
You don't own the waves.
Exactly.
This
And you
is
don't
why-
even, I mean,
Is it because they've lived there for like 100 years?
usually is
Yeah.
the old dogs
Yeah.
that have just been not even living there, but just been coming there for the last 60
And they
years.
think they
and
own
they're
it?
like, yeah, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I've been coming here for the last 60
Well, the
years.
population's increased.
Exactly.
So I'm saying
and you can't
gotta
even, you
share it.
can't, you can barely pop up without, snap, crackle, pop of your joints anyway. So just.
Oh, exactly.
you know-
Sorry, you're 21. Oh, you're talking about the old people. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, but my joints also snap.
No,
crackle.
you're 21. Jog on.
And the worst part is it's always those people that will come at peak hour. It's like, you can come any time of the day, you don't work.
Yeah, right?
Why are you
Yeah.
here at 6 a.m. or 5 p.m.?
Yeah, true.
Pick your
But
times.
this is why I don't surf weekends.
True.
Yeah.
So I
Same.
don't go to the shops on weekends.
Well, that's also why I don't surf weekends too.
Yeah.
or the weekdays.
I just, avoid the weekend warriors.
Yep.
Oh, I like that.
The blow-ins, if you will.
if you will.
Weekend blow-ins.
Okay, so I have an interesting hot top. The hot top is texting happy birthday to someone after a breakup. Now, this was on Triple J Hookup recently, but also it is quite relevant because obviously we know I've been through a breakup and it's the ex's birthday coming up sometime in September. It might have already been, I'm not sure. But I just thought,
Do you text them?
do you text them? Do you not text them?
I'm going to go with no. Don't text them.
Okay.
Because I just feel like if they texted you, you'd be like, they're in love with me.
Well,
They want to get back.
naturally they are in love
Well.
with me.
You've got there's a grace period.
What's the
Yeah.
grace period?
It depends on how long the relationship went on for.
It was a big 6 months, I'd say.
Yeah, well, then, you can 6 months later.
Very, very serious 6 months of my
Yeah,
life.
yeah. I think wishing someone a happy birthday it just makes you seem like a good person.
I
Oh,
think if you-
whoa, conflicting.
yeah, conflicting.
I wish my
Happy birthday.
exes happy birthday. Yeah,
So,
just be like I wish nothing but the best for you and hope you have a good year. Happy birthday.
oh, that's actually really
Yeah,
nice.
that's
message.
nice.
That
That
is
is
quite
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
It's different. It's unusual.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you've had maybe an amicable breakup and there's no hard feelings,
Yeah.
and
That's
one
the case for
person's
me.
not still in love with the other person, if you broke up with someone and they're like clearly still obsessed with you,
Yeah.
and then a few months later you're like, happy birthday, they're going to be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, they love me. They want to get back together.
Yeah, which is why I
True.
mentioned the grace period, like where all the feelings have died
Yeah.
out. Even, like, because one of my exes, it wasn't really that pretty
Yeah.
the way it ended, but I still, you know, I met her last time I was back home. You know, it was great.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay.
What would
so-
you do?
Well,
Are you leaning towards yes?
in my particular case, in
Yes.
this exact scenario. Okay, well, he obviously broke up with me. I am over it. I'm cool. I'm chill. I'm definitely not interested at all anymore.
No.
So will it make me look if I do it
Desperado.
desperado or just doing my thing, being polite and nice? Because remember the neighbours scenario. We are neighbours.
I think.
That dude.
if
Which
you-
I'm surprised we haven't seen him at the sauna yet.
Yeah, I'm shocked by that too. Actually.
Oh, really?
He's a big sauna guy.
Is he?
But
Does
I
he go to South Beach or like
Yeah,
Point
maybe
Walter?
he goes to.
I think he goes to Helix. Well, can we crop this out?
Why?
No, I'll keep it. I think he goes to Helix in Cottesloe,
Oh yeah.
which was why I was thinking he might start coming to our sauna. Also, we forgot to actually introduce you, but we'll do that in a minute.
We'll do. Oh yeah. Yeah.
do that in a
Yeah,
minute.
we'll do that in a minute.
So I'm going to say no, Kate.
Nah, we're
don't do
not-
it.
For the toxicity? No.
I think if you bumped into me on the day at the coffee shop, oh hey, have a good birthday. See ya.
Or
Yeah.
just see how you're feeling on the day, because like
Yeah.
The thing
obviously
is, I
if
don't
he-
know
if
when
he
it is.
like reposts someone's story of them wishing him, you can just sort of go in with the story reply.
Yeah,
happy
that's a good
Be
birthday.
one.
like, oh, happy birthday!
Yeah.
Exclamation mark. Woo.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I actually don't know. I can't remember when his birthday is.
Then
and he
that's
doesn't have social
yeah,
media.
yeah.
that's
do it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I just wanted to talk about this for everyone else that's probably in this situation.
And it would be a happy birthday, exclamation mark. Probably that's it.
Probably not an exclamation mark.
Well,
but notice if you
Happy
don't.
birthday,
No,
nothing's
no.
like happy
No.
birthday.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, like you're
You gotta
doing-
have something in
not
there.
doing me a favor. Like, we should-
What is it like?
Yeah.
Birthday, but what is it like? People keep putting on
Just
TikTok.
HBD, happy birthday. That's all. Send it.
Only birthday because it were a happy birthday. We'd be together.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Then the nail emoji.
yeah.
Move on with your day. I just reckon it just looks like you're thinking about them. And I think if it was like you had a child together or something like
Yeah.
that, you're in each other's lives, but you guys, you're not in the same realm apart from the streets you live on.
Yeah, so you guys
Into
don't
streets.
don't talk or anything.
No, I don't have any way of communicating to him via phone.
Nah, then don't.
Then,
I don't have his
then there's
number or
no,
anything.
A little LinkedIn happy birthday. Why not?
yeah, then don't.
A homing
Oh, no.
pigeon.
Well, a homing
A
pigeon.
homing pigeon.
A homing pigeon.
Send him a birthday card. Can you send my pigeons back?
We'll get it from the menagerie.
That would be so cool.
No, I couldn't message him because I don't have any way of messaging him. But I just thought for the people out there, what would they do?
Oh, yeah.
I did see on the Triple J hookup that someone said that they, after 4.5 years, messaged an ex hookup happy birthday. Now they've been together for 5 years. So it does work sometimes.
Stranger things have happened.
But I guess it's context, scenario, where you're at
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I'm going to say don't do it.
at all.
No, not now.
Not
You.
not me.
You.
Guys, I'm not doing it. I want
yeah.
to say I've already made a decision.
We're concerned.
Give me your phone.
Number one, I was never going to do it. I just wanted to bring up and talk about it for the sake of talking about it. Number two, I can't physically do it because
Yeah.
I have no way.
Been established. Yep.
So I'm sorry, buddy. Happy birthday if you're listening.
Happy birthday, by the way. Can I add one more quick hot top before we jump into it?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw this online. Okay, in the realm of AFL,
And
grand
then-
final.
Oh, who's play? I don't even know.
Would you let you're pregnant with your first baby, grand final day is your due date. Would you let your partner, if they're playing in the grand final, play the grand final or come to the birth?
Well, are they happening at the
What's-
exact same time?
Yep.
All I'm saying is clench those muscles nice and tight. No, when the baby's coming, it's
It's
coming.
very interesting to see the different dynamic. I can totally see it from both sides.
I think as the person playing the grand final, how could you live with yourself knowing that you missed the birth of your child? How could you live with yourself?
True.
As the partner, I'd be pretty disappointed
If they went to the grand final.
if they played in the grand final. I mean, just do one quarter and then come to the birth. Or we do the birth and then you go back to the game. I don't know.
Come in your year.
Is that
jogging.
actually happening?
Well, I don't know. I just saw it as a thing pop up and I was
Okay.
like, would be unlucky. This is the way I see it. All right. If it's your third grand final, nah, you're not going. You've already won it. You've already played. You've had your moment. Come to the birth.
But if it's your debut,
If it's your debut, your first ever, and it's like your third kid,
yeah.
no one cares by then anyway.
Yeah, but
Even
it's-
your second kid, do they really care?
Oh, but what I'm saying is, I don't think
not
it's
as
about,
important.
It's not about the person who's playing the grand final. It's the fact that their kid is going to know that their parent would rather have played in a grand final than be there for their
But
birth.
it is the highlight of their career.
Is the AFL going to pay for counselling for that kid's entire life?
I mean, I do remember my birth, and it's really glad my dad was there.
But just knowing that they chose that over you, that's a bit fucked. You'd be
Interesting,
fucked.
eh? All right, let's hear. What do you think as the male in the room?
I kind of agree with Nick over there, where if
Depends on the circumstances.
Depends on the circumstances, and also it's definitely a discussion you've probably got to have with the team as well. Like,
Yeah, got to get the boys
Yeah,
involved.
if you're the captain, you probably got to play.
yeah, like no, but it's more like obviously you want to support your wife because that's more long term than
And I say
Then
the
your
kid
career.
will be there for the rest of your life.
yeah, but the kid doesn't know what's happening.
And you know what? You've known the kid for what, maybe one day? You've been playing AFL for years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who needs you more? To be honest, can you really do much at the birth apart from hold
No,
someone's hand?
exactly.
You're
you know,
not
and
really
probably,
much help.
Yeah,
If anything, you're just clogging up the space in the room.
and also isn't adrenaline good for like? Don't they give you like adrenaline epinephrine shots
Apparently.
when you're
Playing the AFL, yeah.
no in labour?
You could get one.
I
off you
wouldn't
go.
know. I've never been in labour.
Yeah.
Oh, just if you've ever
Interesting.
heard of it,
Oh.
I think they do. I think adrenaline, a spike in adrenaline is good. So, if the partner's on
Watching.
no,
Put it on the TV.
Oh,
If
yeah,
he's on the
playing.
TV,
Yeah.
and then in a way he's sort of holding her hand because he's spiking the adrenaline,
Yeah.
and
imagine,
that's making the baby come out
true.
faster.
So really they're doing you a favour.
exactly.
Yes.
So
Saving time.
Yeah.
yeah, and then you can like they put the camera on him and you blow a little
Yeah.
kiss.
That's girl math right
That
there.
is girl math.
In a sort of
However, you're
birthing
not
kind of
going
way.
to the party afterwards. You can play the game, have a little celebration in the change room, straight to the
Straight to the
hospital.
hospital.
No Mad Mondays around here.
No.
Yeah. You can play, but no Mad Mondays. Done.
I don't think you can play, but that's okay because we can agree.
When you and Fife have
disagree.
your baby,
Oh,
you can
what will I
come
do?
to it then.
Oh, he'll be stopped playing footy by then. Also, Fife, if you want to slide into my DMs, the window is getting smaller and smaller because I'm losing interest.
You better make your move soon, bud. Or that ship's sailed.
Yeah. Have a good time in Europe, doll.
Yeah.
Well,
Enjoy your trip. Catch you when you're back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll come to Europe if you want me to. Anyway, that's okay. Enjoy your trip. Okay, so let's get into the episode now. After 30 minutes of talking shit. As you know, as you've heard, we have a guest speaker.
We do.
Ari is here. We're going to get to know him a little bit. He's going to tell maybe some funny dating stories.
Yep.
A little bit about himself. We're going to spitball some questions at you.
Okay.
Potentially, we might set you up with a lovely female listener.
Yep.
Or male. I don't know your preferences yet. Whatever you like.
Yeah.
And that's the plan.
Yep.
So tell us a bit about yourself and maybe how we met because we're actually friends.
Yeah. We're mates.
Yeah.
Kate's part of the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of the boys.
Yeah. So where do I start?
Just your name, your age.
Okay.
And
well,
an interesting fact, which I already know because I learned it in the car on the way here.
my what?
Interesting fact. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So anyway, my name's actually Arian, but round the easier parts.
Arian Grande.
Close.
That's how I introduced myself to Kate. I was like, my name's Ari, like Ariana Grande. It's just easy to remember.
That is easy
And
to
she's
remember.
like, oh yeah, I see the resemblance.
Right? Right?
Sure.
No, George Michael.
George Michael, I'll show you. I looked him up before
Okay.
in the car.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I go by Ari around these parts.
Yep.
And I met Kate at the sauna.
Whoa, George Michael's hot.
So,
As
thank
are you. As are you.
Thank you.
But you do look like
See
him.
the resemblance?
He looks a bit more Italian though. More Italian features.
But generally,
Yeah.
Sames.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hot. Okay, keep going. So we met
at the sauna.
at sauna. As we know, I'm a big sauna gal.
Yeah, and me and my little group of mates, love you boys.
Shout out to the boys.
Yeah, we become some sauna fans as well. So,
Of us?
well,
Or oh, sorry.
no, we're just. Oh yeah, we are sort. We're,
Of the sauna, not of me.
No, of you, Kate.
no, we're fans of you as
Of
well.
you.
I think I've established this.
I'd be number one fan.
Yeah. But the first time we met Kate
Yep.
was, I think it was like a 6 to 7 session. It was quite dark outside.
Oh yeah.
A little
And-
evening
I was
sauna.
trying to meditate.
Yeah.
And these fuck boys came in and were just talking really loudly, and
Yapping
I
away.
was like, they don't get the sauna etiquette, and actually did not enjoy company. However, the next session,
Yeah.
Loved your
'Cause
company.
I was that's probably why, because I was wondering after I met you the second time, I was like, why was she so quiet the first time? Because she's a bit of a chatterbox.
She must have been in a mood.
Yeah. We were like she must have really been going through it.
I was probably just about to get my period.
Could be. You never
The
know.
only time she really got into the conversation was when that other lady, you know, the Chilean lady, we started talking about earthquakes.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Kate
Yeah.
goes, I love earthquakes. Let me chime in here.
Yeah.
I find them so fascinating.
Yeah, and that Kate sort of looked up and we're talking about, you know, earthquakes and living through earthquakes, and Kate's eyebrows are sort of
I was like, hang on.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned earthquakes.
yeah, and yeah, on the way back home we did a little sauna debrief.
Okay, big go easy on me because I get hurt
No, we
feelings.
were just like, oh, she didn't seem like
Mysterious.
she was really into it. She's hot though.
and you know what? They got home and they said, next time, boys, we're mentioning the plane. We're mentioning the plane.
we hadn't been on a flight yet.
Oh.
So that day was like perfect because we got there, we were all pumped. We like just landed, drove straight to the sauna, and saw Kate.
No, can I be honest?
What?
I saw you guys and I was like, oh, these boys are going to come in and talk my ear off again.
Honestly,
Kate gets out, moves to the other sauna. Sorry.
how are the turns of tables?
Yeah, I know.
Look where we are.
And then you boys walked in and you started talking. I was like, I love these guys.
Yeah.
I take back everything
we were
I
like
internally
we were like
said.
boys.
Wait, mentioning the plane.
Yeah. And so I just casually dropped it in there. And we
Yeah.
were like, oh, how many
And Kate's
surfboards
ears
could you?
perked
Yeah,
up.
you said that. How many surfboards?
Yeah, we were just. I was like, oh, so Tom, what do you reckon? How many surfboards could you fit inside the plane?
And I was like, I love a surfer and the pilot.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
And so Kate and Carly,
Yes.
yeah,
Or is it Carla?
Carly.
I struggle with her name.
No, I think it's Carly.
Okay.
Something with a K. Christy.
Could be.
They were wondering, in wonderment,
What you were
why
talking about?
why we wanted to fit
Surfboards in a plane.
surfboards in a plane,
Yeah.
and that's when it all took off, pun intended.
Great conversation starter.
Yeah.
The propellers
Yeah.
of the conversation.
Yeah, we were propelling the conversation, and then all of a sudden, Kate was part of the boys.
I was part of the boys.
She was
Instantly.
like, I'm with the boys.
You know, they were saying, what's your opinion on this? Okay, I was giving out dating advice, wasn't I?
Yeah, I was like, Kate, you know, you're a woman.
And I said, well, don't assume my gender, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, I've got much to learn. And yeah, I got some pretty decent dating advice from
Thank you.
from Kate.
Because, you know, I have a really successful dating history.
Well,
So I'm one to give out the
Oh,
good
look,
advice.
exactly.
You know, probably better than me.
So,
You've been on second dates?
Yes.
Yes. Yep, yes, I have
Better
actually.
than me. Better than me.
Well, that makes one of us. So.
Ari. So now we're all best buds. And that's the story. And we sauna together. And apart from sauntering, we've actually started a business together.
Yes.
We have.
Yep. Now that the warm weather's coming around,
Yep.
people want to get you out of the house.
Yeah.
So do I want to say the name? Do you
Yeah.
want
Everyone, it's copyright. Just to say, it's copyright.
Yep. It's called Coastal Cadence TM.
TM. And you guessed it, we are running along the coastline.
Yep.
Cadence running coastal coast. Beach.
Perfect.
So we will be doing mornings, maybe twice, 3 times a week. We're figuring out the details.
Figuring out. It's fluid.
It's fluid, like the coast, ocean,
Ocean, water.
etc. We'll be running along the beach before work and then going for a dip afterwards. There's also going to be some surfing involved
There will be surfing involved.
and recovery saunas probably, if you are a member, members only.
members
I
only.
put Orlando and I put ourselves on the wait list.
For members?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not a member?
No, because we were too.
Awkward.
I
Kate.
feel a bit uncomfortable now.
Oh my god. Are you a member?
No.
Uh,
Too far for me.
Oh, true.
True. But they are getting one down at Scarborough. Don't worry.
Nick's emailed them to confirm if they're
have-
getting one. And
And then I got Zach to re-message them because I didn't want to look too keen. And I want to figure out exactly when.
have they got a date?
No.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I said it'll be summer by then. And I don't know if I'll be that into it by summer. You know?
Yeah.
Could maybe do an early morning sauna,
That's-
but after that, too hot.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking about.
Yeah.
But
Just sit outside.
no, but it's a different kind of heat.
It
Yeah.
is.
Hey, you wouldn't get it as a member.
Lock yourself in the car.
Yeah,
That's your
but
sorta.
like, and then it's still the water's still
Cold.
relatively cold.
Ari is a marine biologist. That's correct.
That's
So
right.
the water is cold, isn't it? What temperature are we talking in summer?
Say low to mid 20s sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but then the sauna is what 80.
80, 90. I was in there, it was like
Depends which one you
98
go
degrees
into.
the other week or something. Someone said, look, there's a lot of rumours at the sauna.
Yeah, I swear to God,
That's
someone
where rumours are bred.
we walked in one day and someone said, "Oh, the thermometers are actually broken."
Yeah, someone says that every time I'm in there.
Yeah, okay,
It's about 4 times.
As a member, I like to provide lots of information to the other users.
yeah,
You can just make up anything and tell them, and I reckon it would spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's how we met. You're a marine biologist.
Yes,
You're
I
doing
am.
your masters at the
Doing my
moment.
masters at the
You're
moment.
working on a very cool research project with people from Harvard. Gals listening out there, smart, intelligent,
Handsome.
Handsome.
surfer, funny.
George Michael, but
George
with blue
Michael.
eyes.
Yeah. Bluey green.
yeah.
And that's a very nice, with the skin, with the nice tan and the blue eyes.
Yep.
Stunning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been told.
Yeah, we're trying to be good looking.
Yeah,
whatever.
don't worry about it.
Okay, so did you want to start off with a funny dating story
A funny one.
or a bad
No,
one?
I go a funny one.
Okay.
I have a funny one and a bad one, and then also
A good one.
a good one with a a lesson to
Oh my
for-
God.
a lesson for people to learn.
Wow. Okay, let's hit him. Let's hear him.
Yeah.
So started with a funny one.
Yeah.
This was like my first Hinge date, so I was quite, excited.
Yeah.
It's like, finally getting out there.
Wait, what are your hinge prompts?
What are my Hinge prompts?
I
Oh,
feel like I like hearing these.
We can workshop them if they're bad. That's fine.
okay. I don't really rely much on the prompts, but
He relies on the blue eyes and the tan.
yeah, none of which you can see in my profile.
Oh.
But you know what? Nice surprise.
You should put that video I took of you on your profile.
Oh,
You look
guys,
great in
That's
that.
a hot one.
Kate. I am still on a high from that video.
Really?
I downloaded it and I sent it to the boys group chat.
Yeah.
I was like, Kate, call me hot.
yeah.
I-
the TikTok.
yeah.
The TikTok.
The TikTok.
I am winning in life. I have peaked.
That's what boys going through.
Yeah.
It will never get any better than this.
No, I
said
saved
to
it at
Kate,
all.
I was like, do you actually know that guy or is that just some random hottie?
And I told everyone, a fan.
Yeah. I was like, what are the
True.
chances?
It's true. I'm a
is a fan.
fan.
He is a fan.
Yeah.
Number
What a
one fan.
coincidence.
What's your prompts?
Okay. So first one, choose our first date. Mm-hmm. Number one, go to fancy open houses pretending we're millionaires.
Oh, that's,
Oh,
a
that's
good one.
fun. That's fun.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
We can all do it together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the three of us.
it's
Couple.
actually pretty fun.
Option 2.
Post surf Cine Scrolls,
I like a Sydney scroll.
A North Beach,
North Street store.
North Street, North
Yeah.
Beach.
And I a bit embarrassed for the third one, but I ran out of ideas. Commit arson.
Yep.
I am 21.
Still in the realm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
You
cool.
couldn't think of a third date, and I thought, you know what? That's the one.
Let's go crazy.
Yeah.
I love a
You
bit
know,
crazy.
The
Yeah.
first two are fairly
Like,
sublime.
interest them, and then bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commit arson.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that.
We've all got a bit of a pyro in us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and-
Sometimes you want to hold a lighter
Yeah.
to something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to put a sparkler in there. Has anyone seen that?
Now, can we go to the next prompt?
My self-care routine.
Yeah. Sauna.
I'm not proud of this. I just updated this the other day because I was like, I need to switch things up.
Okay,
Maybe
let's
this-
hear it.
Saying Jesus take the wheel with a cowboy emoji.
That's funny.
It's
alright.
funny. It's
I like
funny.
that.
I was like, comic effect.
Yeah.
Uma.
You got to have the
Humor.
humor.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then I've got a little picture of me flexing
Oh,
in,
that's
in my
good.
wetsuit.
Oh, that's a nice one.
And then picture of me with a pretty girl so that
Yep.
people know I hang out with hot people.
Yep.
Hot people.
In your realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No egos.
No mingers. That's what I said at Nicolette's wedding. No mingers.
Yeah. You're ugly, you're out.
Am I invited?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
You can be my plus one. Oh, but if Nat 5 wants to come,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna have to boot
Fine,
you.
that's all right. But I am, as far as I invited you to be plus one at the wine tour.
True, you did. You did.
Yeah, so I'm second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next in line.
I'd fall for you if you come watch me surf.
Yeah, and then you get the pie, like in Puberty Blues, way on the shore.
And then you go, got any Vaso?
Got any Vaso?
That's
What about they surf with you? You could update that and go, you come for a surf with me. Or would you prefer just to watch how good you
Yeah.
are?
Oh, you can watch
highlight
how
is
good
on
I am
the-
even from the water. But you know, if you
Whether
want
you're
if you
in or
want to
out.
come out. If you don't. Come watch me.
Fair.
You know,
Fair.
just come spend some.
I would totally do that. I love
Just
laying
come.
on the beach.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Before and after the theft.
During, if you like.
My therapist would say.
Yeah. Oh, we got more. How many fucking props
This is
do
the
you have?
last one. This is the last one.
Jesus, you got to take one out.
Can you? I thought you have to like fill them all up.
How many have you got? 4?
Yeah.
Mate, 3 tops. Get rid of one.
Can you?
I don't know, but it's just giving me too much.
Okay, I'll remove it. But it always
Patience
asks
is
me.
virtue.
It always asks me to like.
I like 4. Let's hear the last one.
Okay.
She's been in a long-term relationship.
And a successful one at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I'm listening to anyone.
Yep, that's a fair point.
Yeah. About stability, I'm going to her. About
Fun? Come to me.
yeah,
I'm the fun
you know,
parent.
dating advice.
Yeah.
My therapist would say, I
Need therapy.
am the perfect candidate.
Ooh, that's good.
All right, that's impressive profile.
And then some hot pictures, some, surfing action
Yeah,
shots.
you've got to have a few candids, a couple of friends. Yeah.
Some dogs in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
cute.
hugging the dogs.
Yeah, that's always-
me in a plane.
So tell us the story. So you're excited to go on your first hinge date?
Yeah. Show up there.
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting outside waiting for me.
At a coffee shop, a restaurant?
bar.
A bar.
bar, yep.
And she gets up and she looks ill.
Like sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was like, are you okay? You don't look quite.
Oh, you can't say that.
No.
Was she
was,
actually sick?
yeah, no, she was unsteady
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and like droopy eyes and stuff. She actually looked ill.
okay.
And she's like, oh, no, it's fine. I just had some after work drinks with my manager.
Oh, so she was full pissed.
I'm like, okay, what does that entail? And she said, oh, just like 6 shots.
Jesus fucking.
And we were meeting up for a drink.
What time were you meeting?
What time were we meeting?
Oh, no. Was it like 11? Or was it like
7 on a Tuesday?
Okay,
Oh.
don't show up to
Drunk.
a date drunk. Now,
No.
to ease your nerves, maybe 1 or 2
Yeah.
standard drinks tops.
Yeah, have a
giddy,
shot of whiskey.
not drunk?
Fuck.
So what happened?
And so I was like, oh, funny. I was like, where do you work? She was like, oh, tab at UWA. Red flag. So we go in. I'm like, whatever, fine.
Yep.
See if she's a good conversationist at least, because she's drunk. So maybe we'll get some pearls of wisdom. And for the next 1.5 hours, proceeded to talk about nothing but herself.
Oh,
And that's 1.5 hours you'll never get back.
No.
Yeah, and $40.
yeah. $40 actually not too bad. Could have been worse.
That's a cheap date,
Yeah.
but still.
Well, yeah. She was like, "Oh, do you want another round?" I'm like, "No, I think they're gonna close
just 2
soon."
soda waters. Thanks.
Just tell her some
Far
vodka lime.
6 shots before she got there. Nah, that's a
Yeah.
bit. I'd be. A bit
And
turned
I
off
was
by that.
I was asking questions that begged to once you finish, be like, "How about you?"
Yeah, yeah.
Nah.
Some people don't understand that
People,
concept.
Kate and I talk about it all the time. It's really. And how's work been going? And someone's like, yeah, good. And then there's a lull. That's when you ask how
Yeah.
my work's going.
Yes.
Not me asking another question.
Yeah.
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 I feel like yeah.
So that's
So you didn't see her again?
no. I was like, fuck. I was like, where do you? She didn't live nearby where the bar was. So I'm
How
like,
did she
how
get
did you get
home?
here? And how are you going to get home? Took the bus there, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to drive her back. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
No,
fair.
I
Fair
would. I
enough.
still asked her. I offered. I was like, "Are you
Yeah.
sure you don't want me to take you home because it's far away? And it's night. And if you don't want to
So
be on
you
the
did the
bus,
right
if
thing
you
by
don't,
offering.
yeah, if you don't want to go on the train, that's perfectly fine. Let me drive you home. But she didn't want to. She was like, "Oh, I'll probably meet someone in Freo and like go drink."
Well, see ya.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Have
you know?
fun.
Perfect.
So you've done your due diligence.
Yeah.
See you later.
What's your next story?
The next one is the one that's got me a bit pissed off recently.
Oh, I love a bit of anger.
Bit of rage.
Go.
We had, so again, beautiful girl, lovely. Went on a date on like a Tuesday in the city to grab some wine.
I love wine.
Gotta love wine. And I thought it was just going to be like a one, or, 2 drinks and head back home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good thing I Ubered there.
It was a big one.
Yeah. So,
On a school night?
Crazy.
You young folk, you've just got a lot of energy, don't
Bang
you?
going out on a Wednesday. Crazy.
yeah. Spent like 6 hours together.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
5 or 6 hours just chatting. It was great. So
Yeah.
good. It was probably like the number one date I've been on in the recent past.
Wow.
And went across the road, grabbed some ice cream after.
Oh, I do like ice cream too. I do like ice cream.
And, on the date, she was all like, she really set it up for me. Like I just was my smoothest version,
Yeah.
in my mind, Smooth Operator was playing, like,
Yeah.
it was just perfect.
Yeah.
And then, she started saying stuff like, this just feels so right and things like that. And I'm like, this is good.
So
But-
she's
really selling it.
Yeah.
she's selling it. She's reaffirming
Yeah.
maybe how you're feeling as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely was
A
feeling
lot for a first date, but if you're both in on it, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, because we were talking about also like Hinge dates.
Yeah, okay.
And
Popular
yeah,
topic.
yeah. And I did ask her, I was like, what are you on here for?
Hmm.
And she was like, oh, whatever, like, don't really have a plan. Just, if it turns into something, turns into something. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's fine.
Yeah.
She's like, what about you? I'm like, yeah, pretty much the same. And then, it just went really well. And then we finished ice cream and I was like, I'll wait. I was like, how did you get here? She's like, Ubered. I'm like, okay, I'll wait for you to get your Uber and then I'll Uber back. She's like, oh, I'm actually staying at my friend's place in the city because she wants the post-date debrief.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me walk you to her place. I was like,
This is giving a post-date debrief is giving just split up with a boyfriend and the friend wants to know it's the first date since the split up.
But I don't know if you tell your date you're going to your friends for a debrief.
oh, I mean, we'd had a few glasses of wine.
Everyone's like
and-
drunk.
Yeah,
They're drunk.
okay, yeah.
They're drunk.
Okay.
I say a lot of shit when I'm drunk.
True,
I've said some
me
bad,
too.
bad things.
We
probably
weren't
said so.
drunk,
You were tipsy?
tipsy.
Yeah.
Tipsy.
Just a
Yeah, I'd
little.
probably say
yeah,
that I'm tipsy
yeah,
too.
the curtains were down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you drop her home? Or you walk her back?
Yeah, so we walked back. I was like, oh, is she close by? She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I'll walk you there then because it was 10:30,
Very
11.
chivalrous of you. Very nice.
Love a bit of chivalry.
Oh, chivalrous. Yeah.
And you had a little kiss.
Nice.
And the next, and she was like, I'm down at a coffee place that I am also down at quite a bit and live close to.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm pretty much down there every day. So I might see you there tomorrow morning. I'm like, oh, great. I was like, call me because she asked me for my number. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously that didn't happen because we both slept in.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we had the little post date, like, oh, had a great time, keen to do it again.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's it. And then she was doing a marathon
Yep. Girl after my own heart.
in a couple of days. So the day before the marathon, I messaged her. I was like, good luck for your run tomorrow. Trying to get a response and then set something up for
Yeah.
next week.
Just a casual conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No reply.
Radio silence. Static.
Very.
And all the while, like, I'd got her Instagram as well,
Yeah.
and I could see posts and things like that.
She's active. She's online.
Yeah.
She's choosing to not message you back.
Yeah, which is, to be honest, a bit of a shit move. Like, I am extremely, extremely against ghosting. I think.
Yeah,
it's-
I agree.
I think in this day and age, it's just a synonym for
Yeah.
cowardice.
And especially if you set it up the night before, like saying all these things, just don't say them. Like if the date's going, if you're not enjoying it, you don't have to be like, I really enjoyed it. I'll catch you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Like you don't lie.
But that will confuse me even more because
So I just want to know what changed.
That's what I mean. That's why like she was
me
either
too.
lying
I need.
or
I like.
she's just
I'd love an explanation. I
changed
don't
apart.
really don't think I want to see you again.
Yeah, because now you're pissed off.
Yeah, but I do want to know what I
Why?
did.
Why you didn't
So that
message me?
I reckon it's her issue, to be honest.
Yeah.
I reckon she's recently gone out of a relationship, and
Yep.
you were the first date since they broke up. That's
And
why
now
she went
she's
back to her
freaking out.
friend's
So I
house.
was the guinea pig.
You were the guinea pig, and she did really enjoy it because she was saying all these things. She went back, she spoke to her friend about it.
And her friend's gone, calm down.
Her friend's gone, look, you're just out of a relationship. You need a bit more time.
Yeah, but doesn't mean
my-
we've got to jump into something.
No.
You
True.
know, like
That's
I
the only
wasn't.
thing I
I
could
didn't
think
say,
of.
oh, if we go on a second date,
We're-
that's
we're
it.
married.
Yeah. You know, I'm obsessed.
Obsessed.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so that was a bit weird.
and then it leaves you overthinking for ages.
Yeah,
to be
it-
like, what did
it
I
just
do?
sucks.
All this stuff. Like, when in reality, it's actually just 100% their issue.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just sucks not like leaving someone when they don't know.
Yeah,
you
I
know
agree.
What's going to happen?
It's a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
not
just,
very
Yeah,
nice.
it's just
So the learning lesson from that, listeners, is to not ghost anyone. However, me and Ari were talking about ghosting in the sauna the other day, and I would say the only time it's appropriate if someone is using and abusing you. For example, the
Oh,
guy that I was like his Uber and his
The clinger.
Airbnb and his fucking Uber Eats, the clinger, I ghosted him. Sorry, but if you have a nice date,
Yeah.
Or even if the date's shit,
Yeah.
just communicate.
if you know they showed up drunk.
Or, yeah.
yeah, just say.
Or if
Had
they
a-
were creepy or weird,
Yeah.
then you're allowed to ghost.
Yeah, but even then you could still be like, hey,
Bit creepy.
like, nah, like the vibes didn't match. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the drunk chick,
Yeah,
2 days after the date, texts me
yeah.
and she's like, oh, hey, just wanted to know, to let you know, I've got COVID, so if you start feeling something, it's probably
The gift that keeps on giving.
oh my god.
She just was there all the time.
Oh my
Ready.
god.
Jesus.
Bless her.
Fucking the 6 shots didn't clean you up inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did she still bloody catch COVID? Fucking hell.
And your final story. Now I'm just being cognizant of time. Your final story, and then we will quick fire some questions at you.
Okay. How much time do we have?
Depends if anyone comes in.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
true. Okay. Anyway, but so the final story is sort of like a play on this one in what you should be doing.
Okay.
Yep.
So I matched with this. This was the date before, and she was away while we matched.
Yep.
And she was away for like 3 weeks. So we pretty much spoke for 3 weeks constantly.
Wow.
The chats were going off.
Yep.
Really good.
Connecting.
Yeah, really,
Vibes.
really bonding. And she got back to Perth. We had a couple of FaceTimes while she was away.
Wow.
Oh no, one FaceTime, and then
That's intimate.
I did a little guitar cover listening song.
Oh.
Yeah, sang a bit of Elvis. Blue Christmas.
Cute.
Love that.
Yeah,
Serenading.
yeah, yeah. She said it was the cutest thing she's ever woken up to.
Oh.
Ladies.
Ladies,
Ladies,
write that
this
down.
could be you. This could be you.
Yeah. And so we go on the date, and I think after it was great, I was quite nervous because I'd like built up this
It's
perception.
a long. This is okay. So I was having the same thing where I'd been talking to a guy for like a solid week, like long messages, and then I was shitting myself that we were going to meet up, and I wasn't
Nothing
going
to talk
to. Well, no, that I wasn't going to vibe with it. And then how
Yeah.
do you step back from those long messages?
that's-
Yeah,
tough.
I was more like, she'd think there was something lacking in myself. But anyway, that didn't happen.
Yep.
It was a really nice date.
Yeah.
And then we sort of set something up for the week after. But we were still talking in between, and I said we were talking about restaurants and stuff. And I was like, oh, if you've never been here, maybe we should go.
Yep.
You like Mexican?
I do like Mexican. Yeah.
I was asking her.
Yeah. I just wanted to add that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
like-
the listeners know.
Yeah. I'll take you.
oh yeah, that would be lovely.
Yeah.
La Cabana? La Cabana? Anyone La Cabana? That was the one.
Yeah, that was the one.
okay.
That was all.
Um,
Great choice.
So, anyway, where was I? Anyway, yeah. So I was like, and she was just like, "Whoa, let's take it slow."
Oh,
I was like, "Interesting."
we've been messaging nonstop
You've
for
already
three weeks.
serenaded her with the song.
Yeah,
And dinner's too much.
yeah. Anyway, that was okay. I was like,
Okay.
fine. I was like, nobody's in a rush. Don't worry.
Yep.
Don't want to scare anyone
We're just
off.
chilling.
Yeah. But after that, the messages got longer in delay
Yeah.
and things like that, and that was fine because she'd gone home down south for like a event.
Yeah.
Like she's probably busy. Fine.
Yeah.
But then she came back and I asked her, I was like, what are we going to do this week? and then she sent me a really well worded message about how she thinks we're not in the same place of
Okay.
what we want.
Yeah.
And I was going through one or two more things at the time, so I couldn't convey I kind of want the same thing that she does as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was a bit of a, deaf old ladies conversation. But what I did like and I did really appreciate and respect her even more, not if that could be possible, after she said what she wants and, just communicated really clearly. And I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
That's
Of
nice.
course I feel bad, but, it's just clear.
Yeah.
Everything's clear.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. I was like,
Yeah.
You're like,
great.
shit.
I have had a guy that sent me a really nice, well worded message. This was like last time I was single, and I was like, "Yeah, that hurts, but thanks. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
all the best."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we still spoke for a while after and tried to set something else up, but then something happened and I don't know. But I'm
Yeah,
still
It didn't end on bad terms either.
No,
so
no,
if
no.
anything changed in the future,
yeah,
you never
only
know.
love.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, amazing girl.
I love that. They're all great dating stories.
What doesn't kill you
Makes you stronger. And we
Stronger.
always say that.
do
don't
always
we?
say that.
Always say that. Okay, I'm going to spitfire some questions. So you're just going to hit me back. First one. What's the favourite thing that you own? Surfboard.
it hasn't
Hasn't arrived yet.
It
I know
hasn't
exactly what it is. It's that
Yeah.
surfboard that you're getting made.
Yep.
That's sick.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's a
Boring.
yeah. No, I
It
don't.
is a
I don't
surfboard.
want. Yeah, it's a surfboard. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to look
See
good
him,
too.
Yeah.
catch him at the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably see it
Kate's
from
going
sure.
to put up pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to
Like
we
I
could do a
own
little,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna
Yeah,
pretend
we
a
could do a
photo
little
shoot.
photo shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
On the Jimny.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And for we should do it as a promo,
Promo.
for Coastal Cadence.
For Coastal Cadence.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, and we'll put it on a shirt. Anyway,
Yeah.
The
sorry.
Jimny. Yep.
Best glass of water you've ever had. What is the best glass of water you've ever had?
Is this a
Where? What?
No, it's not a trick question.
is this a double entendre?
No, I just want to know the best glass of water that you've drunk. Where was it?
Where was it?
Have a think.
The best literal glass of
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
Literal water.
H2O.
Yeah.
Right. So back home in India,
Already started on a good point. Continue.
born
Born and raised.
and raised, I used to go to this club to work out, and they had a little water filter station, and I have never tasted better water.
Right.
Yeah.
See, this is a great question, everyone, to ask your dates because you ask someone the best glass of water they've ever drunk. Gives them an opportunity to tell you a good story, like a travel story,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
to make themselves sound good. But if
Yeah.
someone goes, "Oh, I know the tap from home," get
Yeah.
out of my life.
Yeah. Very
You have
true.
to stay in the mountains of
The Himalayas.
Himalayas, the Ganges.
We,
Is that what they
you
call
don't want to be. You don't want to be drinking
It's
that.
the river through India, isn't it? It's very questionable water,
Like you
I
could
believe.
say, well, when
You
I
believe
was
correct.
diving between the tectonic plates in Iceland,
My
I
friend
have
just
a
did
really
that
good.
this week. Looks great.
Yeah, I had a really good glass of water. So that's a great.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want in life?
Stability.
Oh, that does not sound fun. Jazz it up for me.
Right. Well, I chase stability. You know,
Okay.
I like having.
I think that sounds nice.
Yeah. No. There we go.
Boring.
Stability coach.
Just me.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I like to have fun,
Yep.
and I know how to have fun.
Yep.
But I always strive to have a place in my life that is stable,
Yep.
that I can always fall
Love
back
that.
on. And I feel like not a lot of people my age do that,
Yeah.
and end up in a lot of sticky situations.
You're very mature for your age.
That's what
I've got one.
Yep.
Biggest red flag on a first date.
Shows up drunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one.
Ooh. I mean, shows up drunk and then only talks about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what about green flag?
Green flag. I don't know if you just click, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
And
sometimes you vibe, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, and I'm a huge extrovert, so
I can tell.
I can click with a lot of people.
So if someone doesn't click with you, that's their issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's like levels, and so yeah, depending on the level,
Yeah.
the greener the flag. Yeah.
I like that.
Have you ever seen a therapist / do you see a therapist?
I've seen a counsellor.
Okay. We'll allow that.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll allow that.
Yeah.
We think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't. I'd love to go to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Who has time and money?
Exactly.
money. Yeah.
Surely one of your neighbours is a therapist.
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Just walk across.
Specialist,
Yeah,
whatever.
Take a bottle of scotch or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think you show up in relationships? Friends and family. I mean, romantic.
As a giver.
Oh, I love that.
Great answer.
I want to give her. Yep, keep going.
Yeah. Huge giver.
Do you have any dietary requirements?
I don't eat seafood.
I'm lactose.
Lactose intolerant.
Everyone is though, to a certain
Yeah, for
extent.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
That's
we
why
should
like
all
everyone
be-
in Asia's can't eat dairy. Well,
We
like
should all be
90%
In
of
the
them.
Asians.
In the Asians.
Oh, true. Because you are from Asia.
But paneer's big.
I love paneer. Are you a good cook? Yes, you are, aren't
Yes,
you?
I am.
Palak paneer. Can you make that?
A tikka
Miss-
paneer.
I could. Yeah, I could. I'm, you know what? I'm gonna have to cook for you guys
Yeah,
sometime.
we'll all come over.
please.
Yeah.
So
I'm better at cooking Italian though.
All right, I'll go Italian.
Yeah. Better at cooking Italian.
Oh, Italian.
That's because you grew up in India, so
Yeah,
lots
you know,
of Italian food.
India, Italy starts with an I.
They're pretty close,
Kinda
and they're
rhymes.
pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Geographically,
Yeah.
very close.
Very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, they both speak funny
Yeah.
language.
Yes, exactly.
Pretty much.
How would you navigate a stressful situation?
Ooh. I tend to spiral a bit before I get my shit together.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Meant to be,
But
and then
yeah,
recover.
little like, oh, what am I going to
Tantrum.
do? So many angles I can approach this, and then sort of
Pick one.
choose the best one that I
Yeah.
think in the moment, and also consult a lot of people.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I do like some reassurance.
And open to feedback, I would say.
Always.
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 Up
Wow. What,
What
a
a
catch.
catch, honestly. That drunk girl missed out. The other chick missed out. Missing out. And you know what? One door closes, another door opens.
And we
Yeah.
always say that.
Yep. And once you see the house,
We went to Ari's
you
house on
would
the way
not
here.
be turning down that date.
It is actually
Especially with summer coming up, ladies.
it's the house of my dreams.
It truly is.
Are we giving away Aries?
It's up to you.
Can I say where you live?
Go.
It's in Cottesloe, ladies. Cottesloe. And for our Sydney listeners, that's
It's like the Bondi.
it's the most expensive place to live in Perth. It's part of the Golden Triangle, the
Mm-hmm.
GT, which is just a series of suburbs that are all the wealthiest in Perth, right
And they
on the
actually
beach.
labelled it themselves,
They did.
the GT. And
Yeah.
they don't talk to anyone
And
who's
we
not in
go
the
we go
GT.
flying to like the local islands.
Yeah, the local
Yeah.
islands.
Yeah.
Ari was just saying he met someone down at the beach that flew their dog business class. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, where did he fly the dog to again?
Hey.
Where was he flying the dog
Lake
to
Como.
again? Lake Como.
Yeah, so this
that's
guy was
right.
Italian. He's like, I've got some. I've retired in Australia, so
Yeah.
I'm flying the dog.
Got unfinished business in Lake Como.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what he said.
Catching up with George.
Clooney.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said as well. I've got some unfinished business up in Lake Como.
Oh, it's
So-
mafia for sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was like, what are you in mergers and acquisitions?
Did you say, can I come?
No.
You should have said, I'll fly with your dog so the dog's not alone.
Yeah, we can
And then-
share the suit.
Yeah, we can share the business class. Pop me over to Lake Como, a few days there. I'll fly back.
Yeah.
That sounds lovely.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, so they're just moving. It's just one-way ticket.
And what are they doing with their house? Is it up? Because maybe we could.
We could probably afford that.
We
That'd
could
be in
probably
our
afford
price
that.
range.
You know,
Yep,
just
business
easy.
write-off.
It was like 4.5, 5 mil.
So not that
price
much.
range.
Yeah.
Not that much.
I remember
That's definitely-
Kate in the sauna, that what she was saying. She was like,
It's a bit cheap for me.
yeah, she was like more 7,
Yeah.
7, 8, you know?
Yeah.
Even the Golden Triangle, not fancy enough.
Yeah, sometimes gold can be a bit gaudy.
Yeah.
and we know that. And we
Yeah.
say that a lot.
A bit cheap. That
Yeah.
train line right there, nah. Too noisy. I'm actually surprised people of Cottesloe haven't petitioned to have that sunk because it really kills the vibe.
Yeah, true.
It's
They
ugly.
petitioned to not have a Macca's.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I remember the big skate park
Conundrum.
Oh, yeah.
conundrum
my
as well
God,
because
yeah.
it'll bring the riffraff
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
to the town.
Yeah.
And I said, fair enough.
Speaking of Cottesloe, I want you guys to go back and listen to the episode where I dated a guy that looked identical to me, right?
And he had
He lived in the same area, right? And this has just popped into my mind. I was talking with.
I actually thought of him as soon as he said Cotter, so
Yeah,
keep going.
exactly. I was talking with the guy that I've been hanging out with a little bit. He who must not be named. We're keeping him anon. And because I'm an entrepreneur, he said, do you know, and listed a few people that are in the entrepreneurial world.
Yep.
Listed this guy. Let's call him Jack. He said, do you know Jack? And I said, oh, yeah, a little bit. And then he said, oh, are you guys like friends? And I said, oh, no, are you friends? And he was like, oh, he's friends with one of my friends, so I see him a bit. And I said, oh, okay. And we both like very delicately skirted around our true feelings for him. And then we both discovered we both equally did not like him.
Oh.
Anyway,
yeah.
we'll crop that story out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
That is all we have time for. If you like us, follow us on TikTok, etc., etc.
We are De Facto at De Facto, DIYFACTO.
See you next time.
Over and out.